This is stinging nettle, Urtica dioica, and it's a great spring vegetable, early summer vegetable, medicinal herb. It really has many uses, and is one of the most nutrient-dense vegetables there are. The reason that a lot of people don't like nettles is the little stinging hairs that cover the stems. And these hairs are really not that big a deal for most people. Some people do have a really strong reaction to them, but for me, I just got 2 stings, and it's just not really a problem. But if you do have a strong reaction, then this might not be a suitable plant for you to grow, just because it can be a pain in the butt. The sting is a little glass hypodermic needle. It's actually made of silica, and inside that little needle is a very irritating acid. But as soon as the plant is dry or cooked, it's kind of denatured, so if you're going to cook it or dry it, you don't have to worry about that sting anymore. So from early to mid-spring, I really like to eat a lot of nettles just as a steamed vegetable. And when I harvest it, I do use gloves just because I don't enjoy getting stung. Although some people do use the sting medicinally, kind of in the same way that you might use a bee sting for rheumatoid arthritis or similar conditions. So to harvest it, I put on gloves, and snip it back. And you can see there's a lot of plant material here. You can see where I've harvested in previous days, it's just growing right back. So as a vegetable, you want to harvest it before it blooms. So I'll be harvesting this for a few more weeks, and then I'll completely level the patch and harvest the long stems that are probably about 2 feet long and hang those in bundles to dry. Once the leaves are crispy dry, I'll strip them off and keep them in a jar for use later. So those can be used as a tea, or you can put them in soup. And especially over the winter, it's a really nice way to get a lot of micronutrients into your diet when there's not quite so many green vegetables around. So here is a big patch of stinging nettle. This has been here for 6 or 7 years, I think. And it hasn't really spread out, because when it does start to spread, I tend to do something to bring it back in line. And because I have a nursery, mostly that's dig it up, pot it, and sell it. But you can see right here it's starting to run out again. And if you pull back some of the mulch, you should be able to find the rhizome, which is the underground stem that the nettle uses to grow. So you can see that there's the plant that was right here, and here's the rhizome. So if you want to stop your nettle patch from getting bigger than you want it to be, it's good to kind of loosen up the soil and try and pull out that whole rhizome. And then you can either let it dry out to kill it and compost it, or give it to a friend as a plant, pot it up, sell it, or you can actually use the underground parts of the nettle as medicine, and they have specific and different properties than the leaves and stems do.